Hello and welcome, everyone. Those of you that are returning, welcome back. Those of you that may not have seen me before, welcome, and I hope you stay. I have been guided to come on here today and bring messages to you. There has been a lot of really difficult energies that we have been kind of transitioning through. We have had a lot of old energies from the past that are trying to come back to the surface once again. Their last final round before we continue to shift into that next timeline that I have been speaking about. Now, I want to come on here in this forum, and there goes the horn right away. As soon as I talk about this, I have been stopped from recording you guys for the last little while. And I have went through a period of where I wondered why I was even bothering to do this. Because it feels like there is a cloak or something that has been stopping me from being able to deliver the messages that I have been guided to deliver. Part of that is perfectionism that is coming through. I see all of these YouTubers out here that have all the fancy equipment. They're doing all these fancy things, and they have somebody working with them for production and all these things. I'm not that person. I don't want anybody working with me for production. I want to put my videos out raw and as they come through, and that is what I have decided that I am going to do. I have been working around the noises. I have been working with two cameras so I can stop and edit the noise. And I feel like it is interrupting the flow of energy that is wanting to come through. And I feel like the outside noises that are coming through are part of the message. They are part of what we are dealing with here on this planet. It is part of our everyday life that we have to work around and we have to make choices. Are we going to hide from this energy? Are we going to just completely block it out and pretend like it doesn't exist? That we are living in a world of perfect light where there is never anything that comes in to interrupt that? I feel like this is an extremely important message that is wanting to come through at this time, and I'm really honored to share the message with you. I am also a little bit frightened to share it. There has been energy that has been coming through with the dark feminine. And that is part of us here that we feel that we have to hide. That darkness within us, our desires of who we are, of what we want. If we feel that they are not good girl, then they are not acceptable. We have to hide them. We have to pretend like they don't exist. Just like the noise outside, we have to work around it, pretend that it doesn't exist. Because within the world of light, those things do not exist. But that is not true. That is not true. Within the world of light, there is an equal balance of light and dark. And the, okay, yes, Spirit, I understand. Let me explain that. So, what they're talking about is the only shadows that we have is when we hide something and the light is trying to come in. Okay? So our shadow is created by light that is filtering through. All right? So our shadows are created by something that is sitting in front of something that we don't want to show. So when we hide it, when there is a blockage and the light is trying to shine through, that is what a shadow is. A shadow is something that we are trying to bring forward into the light because it is the gifts of ourself. Now, something else that was brought to me that is incredibly important as I began this reading when I began to prepare for it. And I had a really breakdown yesterday in energy. Like I just totally broke down. I was like, what the hell am I even bothering to do anything? Because every time I try to bring a message, I have all this noise coming in that is stopping me. I'm hitting walls. My camera quits working. It looks in the other direction. It does all kinds of things. And Spirit said to me, okay, Dean, this is what's happening. That darkness that is sitting there, that ego, is not wanting you to know the power that exists within the shadow. For that is the power that we are unlocking within ourselves, the wisdom of the power that we have within our own body. That is what is unlocking at this time. We are coming face to face with ourselves. We are coming face to face with our soul to our ego, our humanness. Our ego is our humanness. It is our fears. It is all the things that we have been taught to hide, what is right and what is wrong. And our soul only knows love. It only knows love. And what is happening is that those are coming together into that blending. And when we blend those together, we are powerful because we are no longer hiding. And when we stop hiding, nothing can be held against us. Think about how if somebody knows a secret about you and you're afraid they're going to tell it. If you do something behind somebody's back and you don't want them to know that you've done this, somebody else knows and they're hiding that over you or holding that over you. Right? It becomes something then that holds power over you. That secret holds power over you. And somebody else that is holding that secret is holding that power over you. And Spirit said it is time to let go of that fear, of those things being seen, of those things being shown into the public, of what you have been hiding of yourself. And there are higher powers, higher consciousness that wants us to reveal this and to own this. But there are darker forces that would like us to not know that. And those that are sitting within those mind control, and we're fools if we think that there isn't anything that is working against us, because there is things that are working against us. However, we have the power to not allow that to hold that over us. So when we look at ourselves as someone that is on an experience and moving all of our darkness, our shadows, our secrets, all those things that we are hidden into the light to be revealed to us, the power that is in it, when we no longer fear those secrets, those hidden secrets, what we were, the shame of what we did, the guilt of what we did, whether it be in this life or other lifetimes. I'm going to tell you, I had lifetimes revealed to me within my past lives that I've had that just put a stop to my power, because I was like, what? I was that? I was involved in that? Because when we come into this human body, we lose our ability to see the truth of things, of how they are. So we lose kind of our compass in some instances, and we take wrong turns out of fear, out of other people holding secrets over us, holding an authority over us, and we take those paths because we're afraid. Right? We might be afraid of the lack. People use what we feel is lack within us against us. Those people that would have us under their thumb. Because when they have us under their thumb, they hold our power. They hold our power. We are giving that power to them. They are siphoning that power from us. This is how narcissists gets their power. Okay? When we react to them. When we don't react, they cannot take our power. We just shut that down. No, I'm not going to do that. I know what you're doing here. I know you're trying to get my power. And that is a big lesson that we are learning within our lives right now, is to not react, or to react differently, to respond differently. Have we learned the truth? Have we learned that by reacting in anger, that we are giving that power to that person rather than holding it ourselves? Every piece of energy is power, whether it be anger, frustration, everything is turned into energetic power. And when we allow ourselves to spew that, and especially those of us that are so incredibly powerful already within our soul, and you know who you are. You know that when you spat words of anger at people, things happen to them. And we must be very careful of our words for those that are not sitting in a space that we are sitting in the wisdom of understanding that. And narcissists are manipulative in order to take your power. And this is even a subconscious act of them. Very likely they have some kind of an attachment on them, an entity or something. It can even have been brought in through their own lineage where they have that attachment on them, so that attachment constantly guides them into a space of triggering a lot of people in order to get their response of anger so that they can have that power. Okay. Now there's different kinds of trigger. A narcissist triggers someone in order to receive that power, to take their power, to hold that power. Okay. Someone that is on a healing path, and there's both, like Spirit has always said, there's both ends of every frequency. Okay. One is used to control, one is used to set you free. Okay. And the path of the healer uses triggers to set you free, to see that within yourself. They are not there to hold that energy. They are there to show you where that energy is. That healer has the ability to transmute that energy and to be able to use it to channel and funnel that energy back into you to heal you. Because that is your energy. And you need to hold your energy. We all have a certain amount of energy within our body. And depending on the frequency, the density of that will determine our energetic levels, our ability, our frequency of what we are doing as far as moving energy and power. And they're having me do a healing right now. And I'm just going to bring this in here. If I can bring this back. Yeah. They're just having me do this now. And this is something that they have been having me doing for healings, as far as light codes, energetic healings. And through me, through my voice, people that listen to me receive healing, which is why I have had so many people that have been attracted to me and like to listen to me. Either you love to listen to me or you don't want to listen to me at all. You're like, ooh, that woman just triggers everything within me. It is because there are parts of you that need to be healed, that the energy is triggering you. For those of you that are in a space where you are understanding that you are receiving healing, you are ready to receive that healing, you have moved through that initiation phase or are moving into that initiation phase, you will find the energy and the words that I speak to be very soothing. You will find that it will not only trigger you in a bad way, but you will feel very drawn to the energy, and you will find that you will want to come back to that energy. You will feel a sense of peace as you listen. That is a sign that you are ready to heal, that energy is transmuting within you and it is becoming lighter. Now, when we talk about energies that are changing within us and becoming lighter within us, what they are talking about is, like, we talk about light and dark, and basically what it is heaviness and lightness. Okay? The denseness of the energy is what they are talking about. All right. When we talk about the difference in energy and transmuting the energy, it is about the lightness. Like Mott talks about in the feather and the lightness of weighing your heart on that lightness of that feather. It is the lightness of the feather. Is your heart as light as a feather, or is it heavy? Is it full of guilt, shame, blame, anger? Because those are dense, heavy energies that weigh us down. Whereas if it is full of love and joy, even remorse, right? That is a sign that you are ready for forgiveness. That lightness is pouring in to your body from your soul. That you are recognizing who you are and what you are. That you are that being of divine and pure and perfect light. You are already perfect. You are that. You are everyone. I am you and you are me. So why wouldn't I want to heal you? People ask me, why do you want to heal people? Why are you in that presence? I am in that presence because I am you. I am healing me in healing you. We are all aspects of the one, of the great soul, of that divine being, source, consciousness itself. We are all aspects of that. So we are healing ourself in each healing modality that we put out. Each divine channeling that I put out is healing aspects of me that exists within you. You are here watching me because I am you. And because you sense that there is a greater power that is wanting to bring you together into yourself, to bring that aspect to you. I am an aspect of you that has healed that part of you that you are looking to heal now. We are all fragments of higher source consciousness. And we are here to work together and separately to heal parts and aspects of us. We all incarnate down here within a body with a purpose. We have all been all things. Okay? We have been the victim. Okay? We have been the perpetrator. We have been all of those things. And coming to terms with that within our past lives is one of the most difficult things that we can ever do because we have been led astray. And that is part of the understanding of that. When we lose our light, when we lose our own North Star, when we begin to follow someone else's guidance that we feel is not right, we lose our path. But even in losing our path and in becoming that, there are lessons that are learned from that because we are a divine being, we are eternal, and we will return within a different body, within a different possible experience that we need to have. We are in a time in our history where karma is instant, but so is dharma. Okay? So when we do something, for those of us that are sitting in this state of awareness, when we do something to someone that we are aware of, that instantly comes back to us immediately. Okay? But when we do something that is good and right, that comes back to us as well. And I have noticed this even within my conversations, that I do find that a lot of things are ricocheted back to me very, very quickly. And when I find that I get into a state of sorrow, grief, self-pity, that there is something that has been thrown at me. Something has been thrown at me that has latched onto me. And in those moments, rather than sitting in that, I am healing something from the greater collective that exists within an aspect of myself. Possibly not within this one, but within another aspect that is out there experiencing as well. And when that happens, through the connection, I must sit in an awareness of not getting deeper into that, but rather transmuting that energy for the greater good of all. And that includes me. Okay? All that I do on my journey includes me. This is my journey. This is my soul journey. This is the experience that I have requested. I am a master. I have mastered many things within my many lifetimes, just as you have. You maybe just haven't remembered them, or maybe you have. Maybe you are here because you have remembered them and you're saying, okay, Dean, I'm going to join forces with you because this world needs help. And I'm going to join forces with you and I'm going to put my healing energy in here as well because time is of no consequence at all. Everything is happening all at once. And as we heal it, as we are on here, maybe in Earth time, it might be a year, a month when you're on here, but you're on here when I am recording this right now. You are here with me. You are a part of this. Your energy is here, which is why I am delivering this message because your soul knows your soul is here. Everything is happening all at once. It is not a linear time. And that is really difficult for us in our human avatars to understand that. But we are here to make a difference, to make a change. We are here to embrace the imperfectionism of our human lives here. We are here to embrace that in order to live, in order to feel, in order to experience, in order to create worlds of a higher vibration, in order to, they're saying, to release and transmute the energy of those that, okay, are too lazy to be able to do it for themselves. Those that are vampires that are taking energy are those that are sitting in a position of where they feel that they are above it. They feel they are above it. They feel they are an authority. They may even have a complex that they deserve to have your energy. They deserve. They're sitting in that, oh, what do you call that? Can't even think of the words. I'm sorry. When I'm in channeling, a lot of times I can't find the words. Entitlement. Thank you, Spirit. They feel entitled. They feel entitled and they believe they have no consequences. But there is consequences. We are immortal and there is consequences for all that we do in one way or another. Yes, we are an immortal soul. But we may be forced to come back here. We have free will when we come to this world, to this earth, in order for us to learn, to move forward. But there has also been a lot of, how do we say that, Spirit? Undesirable energies that have come in to try to stop us from moving into a higher state of consciousness because it does not benefit them. Because as we become aware of what there is, they must then find another way for power. They must find it within themselves. And in order to find that within themselves, they have to be able to heal that. They have to be able to bring that energy back into the light, and they're not willing to do that because they have went so far within the depths of darkness that they are not able to find their way back. And there are those beings that are in that state. But in saying that also, as being a being of light and love, you have free will. You have free will. You can choose where to give your energy, when to give your energy, and you can choose to call that energy back because it is your energy. And nobody can take what is not theirs. That is the universal laws. And that is the universal laws of creation. And even those that are here trying to harvest the energy from those of us that they feel have so much power because they do not hold the power because of the things that they have done and because they are operating out of ego for themselves in selfishness. Okay? That they do not have that power. So therefore, when we call our energy back to us, they cannot hold that on. But there is a lot of people that are sitting in unawareness that do not understand that. So those of us that are here that are in the awareness now have a certain responsibility to help those that are unaware. And for those of us that are sitting in a position like myself that are powerful healers, that are powerful holders of the energy, that are powerful channels, that are conduits, are here to bring that energy onto the planet in order to defeat those that would have us believe that we are powerless, because we are not. We are powerful. And in saying, that's thank you, Spirit. In saying powerless, what they are saying is that they are taking that power, right? So we have and hold less power, but we can pull that power back to us when we understand how to do it, when we can call on the forces of the light. And there have been a lot of work. Oh, I didn't realize this was going to be such a long talk, you guys. So you might have to take this in a couple of parts. But there have been a lot of grid workers that have been out and working, and I have been doing this myself, and I never even realized that I was able to do this or capable in any way, shape, or form to be able to do this kind of work. And I find that when I go in and into the different sites, they just tell me where they are and where they're hidden. And as I do that, you guys, since they have brought to me that I am the dragon mother, when I do that, I am releasing the dragons that are sitting within these sites that have been hidden. And those dragons are protecting those codes, those light codes, those DNA connections that we have had to where we have not had the ability to be able to connect to our ancient wisdom and ancient power. So we have not had that connection for that memory. And that is what is happening right now with all of the grid work that is happening on the world. In the world through the grid workers. Thank you, grid workers. If you are a grid worker, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just setting your intention into collecting those light codes and releasing those dragons that hold those light codes and have been sitting at those vaults, and they are imprisoned. But at the same time, while they are in prison, they are also holding those codes. So as we break free those codes, those dragons and those codes, we are releasing them in order for them to be able to release all of these portals and vortex where there have been alien forces that have held down mind control within these. And as we do this, within this year, especially like last year being the awakening of the dragon, the year of the dragon, a lot of people awakened their inner dragon within them, and as they awakened their inner dragon within them, we now have a sense of where these dragons are upon the earth, and we are able to go in there and awaken the sleeping dragons, so that we are able to bring those codes into the world and awaken those other dragon souls. And trust me, if you're on here, you're a dragon soul. You have been a dragon within a prior life, not just you don't just have a connection with the dragon, you are a dragon. You hold an aspect of that dragon within your soul. Isha kara ki katai aranana nana nana aro kai arakata nish karai ara na a kish karai ara na shkara aus kikata aranai kish karai arata Tush karai, anakatai, arati, akata, nashkatai. Thank you, Greg. Whew. Tell you, that sure brought my heart into, I feel almost, taking some breaths. That was some really powerful energies that those dragons brought in. Thank you, Soshan. My own dragon has stepped in here, my golden dragon that has stepped forward for me when I began this channel. I have many parts, many aspects. There are many dragons, and what they are saying is that a dragon exists within each of our energetic centers. And many of you are awakening to those dragons within your centers, that transmutational energy that exists within you now. And you may feel like I feel a deep sense of pulling me into that energy right now within my third eye, my crown, my higher heart, especially within my back, where the dragon wings are beginning to come out. We have had many angel wings that have came up with us as we have moved into the angelic forces of the opening up our wings, and now we are expanding into more of a higher um, that higher angelic form, which is in line with the dragon energy, the Elohim, the seraphim. That kind of energy is what they have brought to me, which is similar to that. And as we do that, and as we open up our chakras, okay, can we slow down, please, Spirit? I'm having a hard time. So what they're saying is that as we are awakening the dragon that lives within each one of us, there is an overlayment of chakras that are beginning to move down. And a lot of you have had the 12 chakra template, and that is what is moving into you now, that overlaying of those chakras within you. But there are more of you, and some of you that are awakening to the even higher chakras, which are moving up to the 24, the 36, and even the 48 strands of DNA that are happening right now. You are being asked to sit within a meditation, calling in your own dragon and allowing it to awaken you. And as you recognize that dragon, that kundalini that is coming in from both aspects, and what they're saying is the dark feminine and the light feminine is what is awakening at this time. And of course, the dark feminine and the light feminine both hold aspects of the divine masculine. And we are balancing this out within our body currently. Arakatash ki kai rai. Ki garai aranakash porati arakatai. Ana awo ana arikatai mosh kadhai. Torakara no arati. No arati ana korati akata. Akatani arana orati aishkai. Aishkarita nakata. They bringing in Isis right now. They're bringing in Lilith right now. They're bringing in the Morgan right now. They are bringing in the Divine Mother. They're bringing in Mary Magdalene. They are bringing in all of these energies and beginning to blending these energies, saying we are all of these things and we must find balance within these things instead of being afraid to stand up for ourselves and to recognize that we have desires as well. This is the dark feminine that exists within us, the dark masculine that has the ability to sit in that authority in a support role rather than in a control role. And this is what is healing right now in this moment. Arana akata shki arana kata. Arana kata anakadidash korana arai. Toras kos katai. Toras kos katai araina kara atai ski. They're bringing down a template right now that is moving on top of your divine feminine, which is the sacral and the hara chakras that they are bringing in right now. Just allow that to move into that chakra. You may want to go back and listen to this channeling, as well as there are codes that are embedded throughout this entire transmission. They are saying right now with the different dragons, the rainbow dragons, not only the rainbow dragons, the metallic dragons, the cosmic dragons, they are all around here right now. And as I close my eyes, I can see them. And I see the seraphim, the Elohim, and the dragon as well. When they come into me, when they began channel transmissions to me, I see them as an amoeba, a light, a form of light that has a dark circle that is around them, and then another light circle illuminating within them. So the core is light, another circle of dark, and then another circle of light. And as it continues, similar to what we would see within, oh my gosh, what is that called, that rock? What is that called? Oh my gosh, I have one sitting here, right here. So it is similar to this type of thing is what I see. And this is within the layers of the earth as well. This is what is sitting within the layers of the earth. And we are a divine connection through the divine mother. We are a reflection of all things. So what is happening within the earth? As we clear the earth, we are clearing our own body, our own temple. And as we clear our own temple, we are clearing universal energy, cosmic energy. It is going all the way back to the one. And as we clear that, and as we open up those vortexes and those portals, we are allowing and divine energy to be able to pour in, to feed us, to fuel us, to lighten us, to light us up, to release the burdens that we have been carrying for centuries, for eons, for the guilt that we have been brought forward into, for the shame, for all of the sins that we have committed. All of that is having light brought into it and being released. For within those sins that we have committed comes great wisdom. There is great wisdom within them. We are being asked to call in that wisdom into our body, to not call in the guilt and the shame, but to release it. And that is what they are talking about in here, that we have the light, we have the dark, and then we have the light again. We are layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of beautiful energy. At the center of it all, we are light. We are light. And I am called to talk about that song where, oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's called I Am Light. I am light. I'm being guided to tell you to listen to that. I am light. Because that is what we are. We are light, but we are layers. We are layers that we have been breaking through, that we are finding that the layers upon layers upon layers is what creation is. Just as you look upon the trees, the layers within the trees, the rings within the trees, you will see the rings as light and dark and 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 light and dark. And that is with great purpose. That is how our world is formed, because we bring in light. We transmute the darkness into light. Okay? And that is a continual and constant, energetic that is happening within the earth, within the universe. This is why we see spiral energies within the universe. This is why we see explosions within the stars as things are broken open and as that light is coming to us. With these solar flares that is happening, the light that is flooding down upon our planet. And just like they spoke about in different channelings of mine, that if all of that light comes in all at once, that there could be catastrophic disasters to the planet. And with all of the light that continues to pour in from the solar flares, from the sun, you will notice that there is different pulls of gravity, and there will be different things that are happening upon the planet. And the divine brought to me quite some time ago when everyone was talking about the 3 days of darkness, the 3 days of darkness. And my team wasn't really bringing me the 3 days of darkness. But what they did bring to me was that there would be a cosmic event that would create a going within each one of us, that we would have a period of time to reflect, such as Jesus did within his 3 days that he spent as well as he was healing. And that is what they are talking about. when they talked about that. That is what my team brought to me. If you believe something different, that's okay too. But this is what my team brought to me, that there would be a cosmic event that would trigger people to go within. It may trigger fear, and we may go within and really discover that fear that lies within us. We may discover our divinity. That is the purpose of it, that we will discover our light, our own divine purpose, our divinity, that we will have such a deep look within us that we will see the truth of ourselves, that we will see our inner light. There will be no escape. And we will see the truth of who we are, our true divinity that lies at the core of each one of us, even though there are those that it is more difficult to see. We are here to awaken that. And we have awakened many timelines. As you have seen within the Matrix, things change, things shift, memories change. People remember things differently because of the different timeline that they experienced. It's all about perspective. It's all about the vibration you're in, each and every one of you. So don't let anyone tell you that what you remember is wrong, because you may have experienced it different, a completely different timeline to what someone else did. I feel like we're coming to the end of this transmission at this time. And this felt way more comfortable to me to talk to you guys like this. I am a shoot from the hip kind of person. I don't believe in a bunch of BS. And I think for me, in trying to be that, or to be what other people are, or the expectations about what others want, does not fit me. It doesn't fit my style. It doesn't fit my personality. And it certainly doesn't fill my heart. When I receive a message, I am the person that wants to come on and deliver it. And I don't have time to go through and figure out how I'm going to set everything up so that it looks good, or to stop so that there is no sound happening in the background that is creating, disruption, or maybe for people being able to hear that it is uncomfortable for here. I am here to make you uncomfortable. I am here to awaken you. I am the awakener. I am the initiator. I am the activator. I am the quantum priestess. I am that. And I am honored to be that. And I am honored to have you here. And I hope you enjoyed this transmission today. And I hope that it gives you power, that it gives you your power, your light, your love, that it brings you back into your heart center, that it brings you some realization of who you really are, of the power that you hold. And I hope that it initiates you to call your divine power back to you, and to step into your purpose of who you are and what you stand for. And I hope in doing that, that you will return. And once again, we can create a beautiful energy for everyone to have a divine remembrance of themselves. Shushkarai ti kata na arakato. Au karanai. O karanai arashkatai atoka tsata. No sharaka. Noshkaratara na ka to kata bashktitida na arati. Aratikai arana arata. Aratadora ko naka. Nakatai ko tikata akata awanai ka. Tokai. Tokai. Tokai araka na aritai ushkatai arati arata aranai ishkai atai atai ai anai arata Arika. Pora di Arika Nashka. Tokai. Tokai mo arati. Akata. Akataraskai. Araskai na ati arata. Arata oka nakata. Narayana inakai. Inakai anai kishkai. Kishkai anai ki araka. A ko ka naka. Ko na karata awash katati. Arai anai arata. Korati aras kata. Aras kata nakatai arati. Tora kotai. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful divine beings. Thank you. I just want to also say that they brought to me to remember your sacredness. I'm here to help you with that. And if you're here to help others as well. Until next time, remember to always let love be your guide.